Hello students, today I am going to tell you a very interesting story about the selfish giant. This is the third chapter of our supplementary reader. This is a very interesting story that is written by Oscar Wilde. So let's get started. Oscar Wilde was an Irish poet and playwright. He was born in Westland Row, Dublin, that is in Ireland, on 16th October 1854 and died in Paris, France, on 30th November 1900. And The Selfish Giant is one of the most beautiful stories written by Oscar Wilde. And this story was first published in 1888 with other stories, The Nightingale and the Rose, The Devoted Friend, The Remarkable Rocket, and The Happy Prince. These are a few more stories that had been published along with the story The Selfish Giant. It is a short story with the element of fairy tales and fantasy. It contains the elements of fairy tale. Fairy tales are imaginative stories that are told to the small children. So this story, it contains the elements of a fairy tale. So let's start the chapter. This story is about a giant who is said to be very selfish. And who is a giant? A giant is a person who is huge, very huge and enormous. You can see here in this picture. So this giant, he is said to be very selfish. Who is a selfish person? Who wants everything for himself only, who does not think about others. So this kind of person is known as selfish. This selfish giant, he had a very beautiful garden where the children played when he was away during 7 years. The children used to play in the giant's garden every afternoon. They did so while coming from the school. It was a very large and lovely garden. It had soft grass and there were fruit trees that were laden with rich fruits, and the birds sang there sweetly. The children were very happy to play there, and they played there while the giant was away for 7 years. The giant had gone to his friend, the Cornish ogre. He had gone there to visit his friend, and he stayed with his friend for 7 years. So during this period, the children, they used to play in his garden. One summer afternoon, the giant, he returned to his garden. He came back and he saw that the children were playing into his garden. He did not like it at all. He just bellowed at them to get out. He just shouted at them, and he just asked them to get out of the garden. He also put a notice board there, and it had a warning on it. What was the warning? That the trespassers will be prosecuted. Now, who is a trespasser? Trespasser is a person who enters someone else's premises or property without the permission of the owner. He is known as trespasser. And prosecuted means punished. So he said that anyone who enters his garden without his permission will be punished. So he put this notice board there. So the heights of his selfishness was that he built a very huge wall across his garden so that the children could not go inside to play. He built a very huge wall, and the little children, they were unable to enter the garden. So the children, they became very sad, and because they had no other place to play, and they just used to wander around the high walls. They used to talk about the beautiful garden inside. The garden, it also became sad, because as spring turned into summer outside the wall, the spring season, it came after the spring, it turned into summer outside the wall, but in the giant's garden it remained winter, and there was winter because of the cold behavior of the giant. it was because of his cold behavior that there was still winter in his garden. A lot of things like the north wind and the frost and the snow and the hail, they stayed into his garden. They just keep on jumping and dancing in his garden. So basically there was snow always, there was winter always, but outside the wall it was summer. Okay, there was no flower, no bird, no songbird, and no children in his garden. All the garden was covered by snow and the frost, and this symbolized the cold behavior of the giant. The garden, it became very sad, but one spring morning, when the giant awoke, he heard a strange sound. A strange sound was coming, and he was very delighted. But he thought that it must be the king's musician. But it was a linnet. Linnet is a songbird, a small, very small songbird. A linnet was singing in the garden just outside his window. When he looked out of the window, he found that there was a very beautiful, pretty songbird that was singing the song, and this sweet voice was coming from his garden. Then the hail stopped dancing in his garden, and the north wind also stopped. So the giant felt that now the spring had come to his garden. He just followed the sound to a far corner of the garden. As he entered his garden, he saw that there was a hole, a small hole in the wall that he had built. There was a hole in that garden, and the children, they entered through the hole. They were playing in the garden, and the place where the children were playing, there was spring everywhere. There were flowers everywhere, the blossoms everywhere, and the green grass was green everywhere, and happiness. There were birds flying, chirping, singing. So there was life back in his garden. But there was still a corner where there was still winter, because there was a little boy who was trying to climb up the tree, but he was unable to climb the tree because he was very small. He was a little boy. Okay, so the giant, the tree also tried to help the little boy. The tree, it bent its branches to help him climb up, but the little boy was unable to climb. So when the giant saw this view, this scene, he felt very touched. His heart it melted. He just went near the boy. As he entered the garden, the other children, they ran towards the they started running outwards. They started leaving the garden, and the winter again entered the garden. But the little boy, he did not notice the giant coming, and the giant, he lifted the little boy and put him on the branches of the tree. As the little boy, he sat on the branches, the tree again blossomed. So he kissed the giant and thanked him. So the little children, when they saw that the giant was not at all very bad, he was not at all scary, they just came back again. And the giant, he went to work on the wall. That means he just pulled down the wall. He just put it down. He just broke the wall, and within an hour, he just knocked it down. He just knocked the entire wall down. So he had opened his garden for the children. That evening, the garden was filled with the sound of happy children playing. The giant lay back and finally contented. He was finally satisfied, and he said to the children, "It is your garden now, little children. This is your garden now. You can play here." Okay, according to him, the children are the most beautiful flowers. So he had realized that he was wrong to be selfish, because when he tried to be selfish, there was no happiness in his garden. There was no spring, there were no birds, there were no flowers in his garden. As the children returned to his garden, there was happiness everywhere. So he had realized his mistake, that he was wrong. So he let the children play in his garden. Then the next day, the children found him dead there, covered in blossoms on the ground. Okay, when the little boy, we talked about the little boy, he met the giant one day, and after that he never entered the garden. He never came back. The giant waited for him for so many years, and year passed. As the giant, he grew old and became weak. He was still waiting for the little boy, but one day he saw that little boy came back to the garden. But this little boy, he was not a human being. Okay, he was not a human. He was mentioned as an angel in this chapter. He had come there to take the giant to the paradise, because the giant he had now given up his selfishness, and he is kind towards the children. So he came there to take the giant along with him. As he went with the little boy, the giant, he went with the little boy. The next day the children found him dead and covered him. He was covered in blossoms on the ground. The little boy, he had taken him to the paradise, and the giant finally figured out that he should not be selfish after all. So he had now realized that being selfishness was not a good idea. Okay, so finally he went to the paradise along with the little boy, who is here represented as an angel. So this was a very beautiful story written by Oscar Wilde. I hope you got the chapter clear, got the story clear.